Okay, let's be real. Choosing the person you're going to marry is probably the biggest decision you will ever make. It's huge. And with all the advice out there, how do you really know if they're the one? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down a really powerful 3-part test. It comes from a faith-based perspective, and it's designed to help you cut through all that confusion and get some real clarity. So it really all starts with something you could call the omelet principle. It sounds kind of funny, but it's a simple kitchen analogy with a massive life lesson. I mean, think about it, right? You can be the absolute best egg in the whole carton, but if you get mixed up with a bad one, well, the entire omelet is just ruined. It's such a great reminder that a good marriage really does take 2 good, healthy people. And this right here, this gets straight to the heart of it. You know how you hear people blame marriage itself when things go wrong? They'll say stuff like, oh, marriage is a scam. But the point here is that marriage itself, it's just a container. The outcome, whether it's good or bad, depends completely on the quality of the people in it. It's about the ingredients, not the pan. Okay, so how do you actually figure that out? How do you evaluate it? Well, there's this really simple 3-part test. We're calling it the 3 W's, and it's designed to help you look past all the fuzzy feelings and really check the foundation of your relationship. The questions are, is it worship? Is it working? And is it worth it? Let's dive into each one. All right, the first W is worship. Now, this one immediately puts the whole thing in a spiritual context. It's not just about how you feel about each other, the butterflies and all that. It's asking a much bigger question. Does this relationship have a higher purpose? From a Christian perspective, this really means, does it honor God? Does it line up with the spiritual path you see for yourself? So this boils down to a really direct question you've got to ask yourself, and be honest. Since you've been with this person, are you actually growing spiritually? Is this relationship pulling you closer to your faith, or do you kind of feel it pulling you away? The person who came up with this test shares a really powerful story. She was in a serious relationship for 5 years. 5 years. They'd even had a formal introduction. And one day, she's just reading the Bible, and these words, "The man that you're with is not your husband," they just jumped off the page at her. Can you imagine? It was this super clear sign that no matter what her plans were, this just wasn't her destiny. And wow, it must have taken so much courage to actually listen to that. And that's really the heart of this first test. Who you marry isn't just about who you like or who's cute or who you have fun with. It's so much bigger. It's about aligning with your purpose. Okay, so that's the spiritual side. Now let's get practical with the second why. All right, our second test is it working? And this one is all about being practical. Think of your dating relationship, your courtship, as a rehearsal for marriage. Seriously, the way you do things now, the patterns you're setting, those are the exact same patterns you're going to be living with later on. This is such a crucial idea. Marriage doesn't fix problems, it amplifies them. A wedding ring is not a magic wand that's going to suddenly change someone's character. Actually, the pressure and closeness of marriage usually make things bigger, not smaller. So as you can see here, if someone is kind of stingy when you're dating, that's going to become amplified stinginess in marriage. If they're a little controlling now, it'll turn into amplified control. Disrespect? Yep, that gets bigger too. I love this analogy. It's so direct. A lizard before marriage does not become a crocodile after marriage. It only becomes a married lizard. It's perfect, right? You can't marry a lizard and hope it magically transforms into a crocodile. Nope, you just get a lizard with a wedding ring. The point is, what you see is what you get. If the relationship isn't working now, getting married isn't the solution. And that brings us to our third and final test. Is it worth it? This is basically the value add question. The Bible says that 2 are better than 1, right? So your relationship should actually prove that. Are the 2 of you together genuinely better than you were when you were apart? So you have to ask yourself, and again, be really honest, does this person make you better? Do they challenge you in a good way, support your dreams, and actually inspire you to grow? Or do you feel like you're dimming your own light, shrinking your goals, making all the sacrifices just to keep things peaceful? Because if it's not making you a better version of you, then it might not be worth it. The author gives this amazing example from her own life. Her husband once said to her, "You are too powerful to be behind me. You need to stand beside me." Wow. He saw how incredible she was and refused to let her play small. That is what a worth it partnership looks like. It's where both of you are all in on lifting each other up, standing right next to each other. So when you put all 3 of these tests together, they really point to one big idea. choosing purpose over preference. It's about looking past the surface stuff, the attraction, the fun, and really digging into the true substance and direction of your relationship. Okay, so let's do a super quick recap of this simple but really powerful framework. First, you've got worship. Does it have a higher purpose, a spiritual foundation? Second, working. Are you practicing for a healthy future? And third, worth it. Does this relationship make you a better person? Are you truly better together? And so we're left with this one final question for you to really think about. Is your relationship just about the two of you and their own happiness, or is it for something bigger, a higher purpose? The answer to that question, well, that might just tell you everything you need to know.